Hello all, welcome to Data Cypher. Today we are going to start with normal or Gaussian distribution. So before commencing the video, if you not gone through my series on regression, please go through it. And not subscribed yet, please subscribe to get upcoming valuable content. So what is normal or Gaussian distribution? So suppose we are having a data set of the students and their mathematics marks. So if we plot it on histograph, we get that the maximum score attempted by this number of students is in between 40 to 80. Okay, and this graph provides us the idea that we are getting a bell curve. Okay, so when we analyze it, we get this kind of curve. Okay, this curve is called as the normal distribution. Okay, an equation of the curve is defined by fx is equal to 1 upon sigma square root of 2 pi e raised to minus x minus mu square upon 2 raised to sigma square, where mu is the mean. So we know that what is mean? Mean is the average of all the data set. Okay, and mean is also expressed as expectations of x. Okay, relation between the curve and the mean is defined as integration of minus infinity to plus infinity x f of x dx. Standard deviation is equal to square root of summation of x minus mu upon n minus 1, where n is the total number of data set and sigma square is variance. So what is variance? Basically variance is the width of the bell curve. Okay, so more the width, more is the variance. Okay, next we see 68, 95, 99.7 rule. This is a simple rule. It says that from the center up till 2 sigma, 68% of the data set is there. Okay, and up till 4 sigma, 95% of the data set is there, and up till 6 sigma, 99.7% data set is there. Okay. Next, standard normal distribution. So for standard normal distribution, mu or mean is equal to 0 and sigma or standard deviation is equal to 1. So when substitute it in our main equation, we get phi of x is equal to 1 upon square root of 2 pi e raised to minus x square upon 2. So basically this is the mathematics behind Gaussian distribution. So we check out it with the help of Python. Okay. So first of all we have to plot this histogram. Next we would import necessary libraries. So import pandas as pd for data handling. Import numpy as np for array handling. Import matplotlib dot pyplot as ELT for data visualization. Next, we would import our data set. For that, suppose we define our data frame df is equal to pd dot read underscore csv, or next we specify a file path. So when we execute our data frame, we would get. Next, we have to check any null data is there in our data set. If there, we have to either delete it or paste a bin over there. Okay. So for that, we would print from data frame df is any point is na dot submit all. Okay. So when we execute it, we would get the zero number of cell with null data. Okay. So we can utilize it for our further analysis. Next, we have to plot the histogram. For that, hist is equal to df dot hist. We have to refer what math score, and we would utilize 100 bars. Okay, for that beans is equal to 100. Okay, so when we execute it, we would get the histogram as required. Okay, next we have to plot this curve. For that, first of all, we have to import Seaborn library. Import Seaborn as SNS. Then from Seaborn, SNS dot, we have to utilize this plot. Okay, this plot, what we have to plot, df, from df data frame we have to utilize column math score. Okay, next we will specify color as blue, so color is equal to what, blue. So when we plot it, we get this normalized curve. Okay, next we have to find mean of the curve and standard deviation of the curve. For that, first of all, specify mean is equal to, from np dot mean, with data frame you have to utilize df max score. Okay, so when we print the mean you would get 66.089. so at 66.089, normal distribution curve is having a peak. Okay, next we have to find standard deviation. For that, similar to mean, copy it, paste it over here. For standard deviation we have to utilize std, then replace mean by std, mean by std. So when we execute it, we get a standard deviation as 15.15. so we have to cross check our equation, this equation, with our actual bell curve. Okay, so for that, first of all we specify this equation in our Python. So first of all, import math, then define our function as fx. What you have to utilize, x, mu and sigma. So x, mu and sigma. Okay, next what we have to return, equation. Okay, so for that, return 1 upon sigma. So 1 upon, in bracket, sigma into what, square root of 2 pi. So for that, sqrt, np dot sqrt, then 2 into pi. Okay, next we have to multiply it with e raised to minus x minus mu square upon 2 sigma square. For that, np dot exponential on power, np dot power, what we required, x minus mu upon sigma, and we have to take its square. So for that, 2, and what we have to divide it by 2. So 2. Okay, so when we replace our mu and sigma with our actual mean and standard deviation, we have to get this type of curve. So just cross tell it. So to cross check it, we first of all defined our x as np dot range. We take it from minus 10 to something 120. Okay, so minus 10 to 120, and we specify step as 0.01. Next we have to plot it. For that, plt dot plot x, and what is our y parameter, f of x, and what is our x itself, and what is our mu is what, mean, which we already calculated, and what is sigma, standard deviation, std. Okay, and when we plot it, plt dot show, we would get this bell curve. Okay, our normal distribution curve is also specified in this form. This is read as random variable x is normally distributed. This is sign for distributed and n for normally. Okay, with mean as mu and variance as sigma square. Okay, next our mean is correlated with our curve equation. So we would cross tally it. Next we have to take integral. So for taking integral, first of all we have to import library. So from scipy dot integrate import quadratic. Okay. Next we have to specify this equation. For that define lim of x return x into fx, which we already specified. In what we have to take a data x, mean and std. Okay. Then we have to specify this integral. So mean error is equal to fault int. What is our limit of this integral? Minus infinity to plus infinity. For that, float minus infinity to what? Plus infinity. So just copy it, paste it over here, replace minus by plus. So when we execute it, our mean value is what? 66.089. And what is our actual calculated value of mean? It is also 66.089. So our equation is valid. Okay. Next, suppose we have to find the probability of the student scoring in between 60 and 80. For that, we have to take an integral of the equation in between 60 and 80. Okay. So just copy this code, paste it. Here we have to find the integral of f of x. So replace this by f of x. Suppose the function is defined as integral 2, then integral 2, and replace our minus infinity to plus infinity by 60 and 80. And we have to get a probability. So probability. So we get that when we select the student randomly, there is 47.67% probability that it come from the range 60 to 80 marks score. Okay. Next we would validate our 68, 95, 99.7 rule. For that, add a new line. Copy our previous integral. Paste it. So first case is what? We have to define it from mu minus sigma to mu plus sigma. For that, replace 60 by mean minus std and mean plus std. Okay. And probability 1. Okay. Similarly, for second case, we have to take a range from mu minus 2 sigma to mu plus 2 sigma. Okay. So just replace it with 2 into 2 into and specify it as probability 2. And next bandwidth is what? 99.7. For that, mu minus 3 sigma to mu plus 3 sigma. Just replace 2 by 3, 2 by 3, and specify probability as probability 3. So when we print our all the three probabilities, print probability 1, probe 1, copy it, paste it, probe 2 and probe 3. We get this value. So this tells that first probability is what? 68.26. Second probability is what? 95.45. And third probability is what? 99.73. So our rule values. Okay. Next, standard normal distribution. We know that for standard normal distribution, the mean is what? 0 and standard deviation is what? 1. So we would cross tally our equation. So for that, plot our previous plot equation. So copy the previous plot equation. So copy it and paste it over here and replace our mean with what? 0, and standard deviation is what? 1, and we would specify its range from what? Something minus pi to plus pi. Okay, so when we plot it, we get requisite result. So that's it for today. If you require this notebook and CSV file, please go through the link in description box. Thank you.